number 3. A robot must protect his own existence unless that would conflict with law number 1 or law number 2. You know what I'm talking about. Hey guys, and welcome to Tantrum House Studio 3. I'm Will Meadows, and today I'm looking at the game The 3 Laws of Robotics from Floodgate Games. It's from designer Ben Canelas, and it's illustrated by Tristan Rawson. It's a 4 to 8 player deduction party game. It plays in a quick 30 minutes. Floodgate sent us a copy of the game, so let's take a look at how it's played. To set up the game, you'll give each player a security key card, pull out enough faction cards for your player count, and then randomly deal 1 secret faction card to each player. At the start of the round, players will reveal their card so that everyone except themselves can see it. And then, beginning with the start player, each player may ask one other player at the table 1 question. The goal is for players to try and figure out which faction they are in, either AI, robot, or android, as well as who is the highest ranked 1 to 5 in their faction. After everyone has asked a question, players will then get to decide what to do with their security key. They must decide to either keep it for themselves or give it to another player at the table. Once everyone has decided, factions are revealed and victory point cards are awarded based on who has what keys. Faction cards are shuffled and redealt, and then for each of the remaining 3 rounds of the game, a new law will be revealed. These laws might require players to say funny things as part of their response, or place new restrictions on what players are allowed to do on their turn. And at any time during the round, if a player is caught breaking one of the laws, another player can call an error and claim an enforcement token, which will give them victory points at the end of each round. After each round is played, a new law will be revealed, and after 4 rounds have been completed, players will reveal their victory point cards, and whoever has the most rocket ships and points from enforcement tokens wins. 3 Laws of Robotics is a small box party game that packs a big punch. It's a heavy, thinky deduction game, but it's wrapped in this really fun party package. It's this kind of great, interesting mix. It's really not a super easy game to jump into immediately, but once you get into it, then it gets really interesting. In the game, you're trying to deduce which faction you're a part of, and then once you've figured that out, which you probably won't, it's going to be a guess, figure out who's the highest in your faction. And that seems easy enough. You can only ask 1 question though on your turn. That question can be anything, which makes the game really interesting, and being smart about how you ask those questions is the key to playing the game. So you could ask somebody, am I an android? And that would maybe give you a little bit of information that would be helpful towards the next round of the game. You could ask things like, am I an android like you are? And give other people information, which is more helpful. The whole crazy thing is that you can totally lie in this game. And that's all part of it. And so you could be lying to that guy about what he is to try to figure out information about yourself. Everyone else at the table knows that you're lying, except for the guy that you asked. And so if the next person tries to correct you to help that guy out to get more information, then he's super confused about who's telling what. And it's mind-boggling, and it's a lot of fun. At the end of each round, then you've got to give that key to the guy who's the highest. Sometimes you have no idea who that is, and maybe it's you. Sometimes you're pretty confident that the dude with the 5 is the highest, and hopefully you're on his team, and so you give him a card. And then the scoring happens based on if the guy that was the highest on your faction got the most keys, then your whole team benefits from it, so you are cooperatively working together, even though each round you're going to be on a different team, so you have no idea, there's no way to team up, you can't trust anybody, it's crazy, and it's a lot of fun. It might just be the group that I was playing with, or the fact that it was super late, but I was laughing my head off the last time I played this, because once you get 2 or 3 laws out there, the game gets really crazy as people are trying to talk in a robot voice and not smile and end each query with another question or whatever the rules are. They change every time, and that's really interesting. And the part that makes it interesting, though, are those enforcement tokens, because they allow you to correct other people when they break the rules. The best is when somebody thinks somebody else broke the rule and tries to take one of their tokens because they broke the rule. And that guy corrects them, and he takes their token and says that guy wasn't actually messed up, and then the other guy smiles because it's hilarious. It's a lot of fun. It's really crazy. It's really enjoyable. One other thing I didn't mention is that it comes with this little cool stack of secret cards, which I won't spoil for you. But this envelope contains 3 additional law cards that are known to cause complicated logic loops and challenging chains of error. Use them at your own risk. So just a lot of really fun things going on in the game. If it sounds like something that you would enjoy or be into, definitely check out 3 Laws of Robotics from Floodgate Games. And then, as always, thank you guys so much for subscribing and liking our videos. We love making them for you guys, and we'll keep doing it. Law number 3, a robot must protect its own safety, existence. Very meaty, thinky game, but it's wrapped in a party package that's really fun and is a